Hey y'all, so I'm just coming to you to let you know that I'm still here, even though I said I'll be more consistent. Um, I haven't been feeling the best, you know what I mean? Especially it's getting more colder outside and my iron levels drop significantly. So, I just have to, rebuild. And I also have a video on what foods I eat to keep my iron levels and with smoothies and juices and stuff like that. But when that, seasonal change starts to hit, it just hits you. And it's really hard to maintain your energy. Like, you're always tired. Like, yesterday, I took like a 5 hour nap, and it was very much so needed, but it still was like, dang, I slept the whole day away. You know what I mean? So, but it's okay. And I want you to know that since this is like my hobby, my creative side, that it's okay to take a break if I need to. And then once I'm able to pick it back up, you'll start seeing more videos roll out consistently. But for right now, it's important to take care of yourself. And yes, it's fall season approaching, and what I want everybody to also know is that also mental health is really huge during this time of year, and I wanted everybody to know that it's okay to take time for yourself as well. Yeah, you got the apple picking, you have the hot chocolate, the blankets, the onesies, all the stuff, the horror movies. It's a perfect time, but also remember it's the time to reflect and take care of your mental health. I also want to give a shout out to this YouTuber that I've just started following. If anybody has been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, and that means that it's not physical, it's a mental thing, it's something that messes with you, and you relive situations over and over again. And sometimes, even though I can talk to my family about anything, when you've been in a narcissistic like relationship, bond, trauma, or whatever you want to call it, it's hard to move on from it. It can be. I feel like I've moved on from it, but mentally, sometimes you still have those episodes where you just figuring out, oh snap, that happened to me, this happened, that happened. So when it comes down to it, it's kind of hard and difficult to talk to family about it, because you need to talk to somebody who really understands what you're going through. And therapy is not always that attainable. Like, sometimes it's hard to find a good therapist. So with that all being said, I wanted to recommend a channel. Her name is on here, SpiritualWhistleBlower. And at first, there's a lot of, narcissist videos out there. With her videos, she literally explains everything that happened to me. And it was crazy to have it mirror, like somebody telling you what happened and how you should move on from it. And it's a really refreshing channel. And if you have daughters that are like in their preteens, like high school, coming out of high school and college, and some grown women need to tune in to her channel, because she drops some jewels, and she definitely, keeps it real when it comes to what happens. And sometimes you don't know how to articulate what you've been through, or how you felt. Especially being a black woman, it's almost like sometimes you have to just pick up your trauma and keep moving. Like, you can't like speak what's going on, because sometimes you don't even know what's going on. You just have to deal with it quickly. You have to move on quickly. And don't get me wrong, the better you move on, the better your outcome will be, the closer you'll be to success. But you need to talk through and get through the trauma in order to like have a healthier mindset and just be a healthier being. So I'm gonna put her link in the description to her channel. But yeah, I really want you to check her out, and it'll just be refreshing to have somebody that understands what it's like to be in a narcissistic relationship and to move on from it. Cause her being a black woman, it's easier for me to relate. I'm gonna keep it real. There's other narcissist videos out there, but yeah, like that. This one, it hits closer to home, because she really knew what she was talking about. So please go to her channel. No, this isn't sponsored or anything like that. It's just me willing to help you out because she helped, you know, me. So I think she can help a lot of other young women who don't know her channel yet. I also feel like it's this thing, especially being from Chicago. I don't know if anybody else like city is like this, but I feel like our city has this thing where we have to pretend like we have it all together. If you ask somebody how they're doing, a lot of the times you'll get, oh, you know, I got this and that. Like, I got this new shirt. You see how I'm rolling. You see all of the technology and stuff that I got, and all this stuff don't even matter. But in New York, when you talk to somebody, usually it'll be about you. How are you doing? And that's something that I appreciate. And I'm trying to, you know, pick people's brains when I come home. Like, how are you doing? Like, it really switches your mindset. Like, you don't have to have it all together all the time. If you need to take a 5-hour nap and you don't have nothing really else to do, then, you know, let your body rest. Like, you don't have to. People always say, like, if you don't get no sleep, you a real hustler. And it's like, no. Like, the people that are wealthy, or, you know, that acquire wealth, get, you know, a good rest. They get a good night's sleep. They wear basic clothing. Like, it's not a rat race, you know, to get to the finish line. Like, I feel like it is back at home. And so you always have to, like, you feel guilty about resting because you feel like you shouldn't have to, because you got to keep up with everything. You got to be a hustler. You got to be this. And it's like, you should, but that ain't the way to do it, by overworking yourself and being unhealthy and not getting enough rest. It's like, who are you fronting for? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. So thank you for, again, sitting through this video. Please subscribe. I'll be back with something else. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be back with something else. Like, I'm not going to say I'm going to be consistent. I feel like, who am I trying to, you know, be perfect for? Like, I'm not perfect, so I'll be back with something else.